This is a test for the rectus abdominis. The rectus abdominis muscle is located in the middle of the abdomen. It originates on the ribs and the sternum, and it inserts on the pubis. For this test, you'll have your subject sitting on the table with their feet hanging off, preferably feet flat on the floor. You'll have them sitting up straight with their knees together and their arms crossed over their chest. The investigator will stand in front of the patient with one hand on the ipsilateral knee/thigh and one hand on the ipsilateral shoulder. And you are going to apply some pressure, pushing them back into the table, and you're going to ask your patient to resist that pressure while you push them back. Good. This is the transverse abdominis test. The transverse abdominis is located around the abdomen like a belt. It originates on the ribs, the ilium, and the lumbar spine, and it inserts on the linea alba and the pubis. For this test, you're going to have your patient sitting on the table with their legs hanging off the table, their feet preferably flat on the ground, knees together, sitting up straight, with their arms crossed over their chest. For this test, you're going to rotate their trunk towards the investigator. The investigator then is going to stand off to the side of them, and they are going to be close to the knees so that they can support the knees and cushion them and stop them from rotating. Both hands are going to go on the shoulders of the patient, and you are going to rotate them in the opposite direction. And I'm going to ask the patient to resist that and try and rotate towards me. Good. This is a test for the external obliques. The external obliques are located on the lateral abdomen, and they go diagonally down this way, starting superiorly and ending inferiorly. The external obliques originate on the ribs, and they insert on the ilium and the pubis. For this test, the subject is sitting upright with their legs extended off the table, preferably with their feet on the floor, knees together, with their arms crossed over their chest, and you're going to have them rotate their trunk towards the investigator. The investigator then is going to be standing next to them on the side of them, near their knees, with one hand on the ipsilateral knee and one hand on the contralateral shoulder. Then I'm going to push this patient back into the table, and I'll ask that they hold this position while I push them back into the table. Good. This is a test for the internal obliques. The internal obliques are also located on the lateral abdomen, but they go diagonally up like this. So they start inferior and go superior as they lay on the body. They originate on the ilium and the lumbar spine, and they insert on the ribs and the linea alba. For this test, the subject is sitting on the table, legs extended off the table, feet preferably on the floor with their knees together, sitting upright with their arms crossed over their chest, and we are going to rotate them towards the investigator. The investigator is standing off to the side, and this time the investigator is going to put one hand on the ipsilateral knee and one hand on the ipsilateral shoulder. The investigator is going to push back, asking that the patient hold this position and try and resist the pressure. Good.